I'm Eva from Charly Bliss.
Hello, I'm Sam from Charly Bliss.
And this is our beautiful van. How long
Named
has...
Jolene. That's when we bought it. It was named Jolene, and we don't really call it that, but
I think we should start. I think we haven't been kind enough to her.
Jolene.
Jolene, by name. We love you, Jolene. Right now, we are on tour all across America. We are promoting our brand new album, Forever. We are so thrilled to finally be touring this record. It feels so good. The van has only broken down once so far this tour. So, like, it's been going on for what, like a week? So that's good.
Totally. Good. It's like one breakdown every like week and a half. I think that's actually will be that would be totally great.
Yeah. Do you want to come inside the van?
Let's go inside. Let's see. Typically, it is myself or Dan doing the driving. As far as like co-pilot rules, co-pilot usually DJs, and you kind of want to cater to the driver. You got to play something that's like the driver will like.
1,000%. Well, there's also our biggest rule is basically 30 minutes out of a venue, you have to do the blast radius. The blast radius is extremely important. It's basically when we've been in a van for a very long time and we're losing our minds. To commemorate the fact that we are finally arriving at the venue, we play absolutely absurd, really loud, really ridiculous, strange, bizarro music that could make anyone descend into total madness for the 30 minutes until we reach the venue.
It's a huge responsibility queuing up the blast radius.
And I would say, in my opinion, the best person at queuing up a great blast radius is Spencer.
Whoa. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Who's currently sitting in my spot in the van. I have sat in this seat maybe under 10 times in my life. I have never sit up here.
Yeah, I feel like I had a really great drive recently where I was playing like a lot of pop. I was playing, we listened to Chromatica by Lady Gaga. We listened to Sweetener by Ariana Grande. Big pop moment. Depends on the vibe. Some vibe, if it's like a 3-hour drive, you want to keep the energy up. If it's like an 8-hour drive, you gotta have an art. You gotta have like...
You really do.
We listened to like The National to like keep it chill, but then you want to ramp it back up. Little bit of everything.
Okay, well, should we talk about the blast radius though?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm trying to think. I think that the first song that started the blast radius was Tarzan Boy.
True.
Tarzan Boy
by
Baltimora.
By Baltimora, which is an absolute.
That one.
Our obsession with Tarzan Boy began on our first ever tour with Veruca Salt. We were so green, we had no idea what we were doing, and Tarzan Boy really got us through that first tour.
Tarzan Boy was like the flame, and then Hot Action Cop. A band from early 2000s, maybe? Yeah. They have some ridiculous songs. Look at it. There's a movie called Grind. It's a skateboarding movie. The soundtrack is absolutely insane. And that was the one that like threw gasoline on the fire.
Fever for the Flavor.
Fever for the Flavor, specifically.
Absolutely ridiculous song. And then from there, we developed this game in the van that I think is like the best game to play in a car, which is basically you try to imagine a song that could possibly exist on Spotify based off of
just a phrase you come up with.
A phrase you come up with, but you can't know that there's a song with that title.
It should be like, this like shouldn't be a song, but maybe it is.
And then you look up if it is a song, and then you listen to it. And we've gotten some amazing additions to the blast radius.
One of the best prompts came from Dan, and it was, "Forgive me, bitch." And we did find a really great song from that.
It was called Forgive Me off of the album Son of a Bitch.
Yes.
And it's forever in our rotation.
So we've found a lot of artists with about 2 monthly listeners, some real bottom of the barrel, exciting new artists from this game.
Yeah. So we have a very special, he's like kind of like the pilot, the captain of the van. His name is Chad. Actually, we just learned his name on this tour. We didn't realize he had the name Chad on his underwear. And he rides a dragon.
Yeah.
And
Dragon Daddy.
He sits on the dragon and he sits here. And he usually ends up down here somewhere, but we always rescue him. And there you go. Just like that. He looks like he's doing the ray gun.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so good. We've got a lot of empty cans. We, of course, LaCroix. Many sad, abandoned water bottles.
I drank out of that water bottle on day one of the tour, and I will not use it again. And it's gonna sit there for
That
the
is
entire
so
tour.
green.
That's
That is
kind
so
of
green of
that's
you,
that's
yes.
well,
Climate Daddy.
I tried.
Snack pit.
Snack pit goes.
That bit's pretty light as of now.
Got some wavy ruffles, lots of tortilla chips, which is pretty standard.
Tortilla chips are what I eat when I get car sick.
Pretzels.
So that's very important to always have tortilla chips on hand. You need to have those.
There's a lot of like quarter bottle left tequilas around that we
That's
never
right.
consolidate.
Should we do a quick shot?
Oh wow. No, deny.
We need to have endurance tonight. You can,
That is
you can do a shot, Eva.
shocking for Dan to be the one to say no tequila right now. Every time we walked into a hotel, Dan walks in, tequila first. Tequila on the check-in counter, just so they know who we are and what we came to achieve.
Anything else that's good? Oh, we were just in Canada where they have ketchup chips. Phenomenal. Some of the
Phenomenal.
best chips out there.
Really
you can only get them
special.
there, I think. I haven't seen them here.
Oh, we got a Zingerman's bag.
Let's see what's happening in the middle.
Should we release them from the middle?
We'll release them. They've sat in there long enough. Yeah.
They're fully cooked.
The door has gotten increasingly harder to open as we have owned it. It started out as like mildly hard to open. Now it is very hard to open.
It's a real feat of strength
really
to get
got
this.
you really got to pull.
Come on in.
I'm gonna go way in back.
I am so pleased to introduce Daniel Schur, bassist of Charly Bliss, resident daddy
And
of the
guitar.
band. And guitar. and guitar and comedy. And this is Spencer Fox. He is guitarist of Charly Bliss, resident wine expert of the band. Yeah. Oh, I'd also like to introduce you to the TV inside our van. Unfortunately, it has never worked, and right now I'm pretty sure it is full of water. Sometimes, on a really lucky day, it'll turn on unexpectedly, and that's always a really exciting moment. It has a million lines running through it. That's about all it ever does.
Up here, this used to have an Xbox that came with the van. During the peak of COVID, I unscrewed this and took it out to play Halo 2 in my apartment, which I did approximately one time.
Did it work?
Yeah.
It wasn't too full of water?
No.
We had some early flooding issues. You can see
can
that
see the
right
evidence.
up top.
A nice custom water
Some new species of mushrooms sprouting on the ceiling, which is really exciting for us. Yeah.
cultivating.
Yeah, there is a smell to this van, I'm not gonna lie. I am noticing though, we have more people than usual in the van this tour. We're touring with Raffaella and our friend Noah, and I feel like the smell has dissipated from having more people in the van.
I think so.
What
I
does that
don't-
say about us? That's
Yeah, maybe we are the problem.
Yes.
Usually there's one person driving, one person in the front seat, 3 across this front bench. I am always where Spencer is sitting. And in the back, it used to be the sleeping chamber, also known as the only place that you could fart in the van and supposedly get away with it. But I don't know, I've never tried. Because I'm a girl.
It's so weird.
Moments where some aromas travel their way up toward the front of the van. But yeah, we can go with that narrative. For sure.
Usually on a tour, if it's just the 4 of us, if I'm not driving, I'm in the isolation chamber,
Yeah.
trying to sleep. Our AC wasn't working for a long time, so this also became like a sweat lodge, and I had some of the best naps of my life back here.
It's true.
I had some great visions and hallucinations, and I miss it, actually. I almost want you to turn the air off next time.
Will do.
Spenny, have I left anything behind?
Well, no, but in our old van. So Eva, as we know, established, always sits in this seat. And something I found out about our old van is sort of like tucked away right over here. You've had a bit of a shrine going on. And what the shrine was a monument to every single piece of gum she chewed on tour. Meaning,
It's true.
she stuck every piece of gum that she chewed, instead of disposing it at the many gas stations.
Where?
The gas stations and trashes! There was just this wall of gum.
It was like the
It
Seattle.
was in like a little hole, right?
Yeah.
It was the gum
Hole.
graveyard.
I didn't think anyone was gonna find it
It was
until
a hole in the wall.
it was a
To
little
be
hole
fair,
in the wall, and I would just
Little hole in the
stick
wall.
it back.
Mom and pop shop.
So this is a bag from Zingerman's, a lovely deli in Ann Arbor. We had sandwiches. Yet currently it's full of White Claw, more tequila,
And
Topo Chico,
which is like the best green room surprise ever.
our favorite seltzer. Please sponsor us. We have back here a merch kind of rack that we conveniently hide behind the seats so it doesn't take up space or get in the way of our back
We've never
storage.
used
We
it.
never
have
use
not
it.
used
Right
it
now,
on
its
this
main
car.
function is to just scratch me when I'm not looking.
It also went on a nice bumpy road. It gives us a nice clanking sound.
Yeah, and just in case it was getting too tranquil, this is here so that while we're driving, it can sort of make this awful tinny sound.
It's become comforting at this point, I feel like.
We have some beautiful organizers here to store drinks, trash. There's one, this is a trash one, but it's currently, I think it was leaking some mysterious goo earlier. So
Yeah, there's some goo.
there's some goo.
There's always gonna be some goo around.
You're gonna have some good.
You're gonna have some
gonna have
goo.
Oh, this is
And it's just part of it.
one of our new pieces of merch. It's a tote bag inspired by the album cover of Len, which, by the way, we just got to play Steal My Sunshine with Mark from Len in Toronto, and we might get to do it again. Who knows?
So good. So good.
Another big thing about back here is this is usually where the CB library lives. Eva just finished the new Miranda July book, and now it's my turn to read it. And then back there somewhere, I have a copy of the new Bret Easton Ellis book, The Shards. But we're big readers, keep a lot of books over here.
We have 2 old license plates here, and I believe this is part of the air conditioning. I think this goes here, but
Oh,
for
yeah.
now it just kind of lives under here.
I just like how that looks better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We use the under the seat storage as well to store more. Oh, this is some diesel exhaust fluid or something.
We're always
This is
running out of
interesting.
people
I just
exhausted.
found Eva's receipt from Shake Shack, and I'm just finding out that she added crispy onions to her Shack burger.
I sure
which
did.
I never knew was a thing you did, and it sounds delicious.
Yes, I highly recommend. I'm always adding shit to my burgers.
It's like a fried onion, like
Oh.
crispy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sam, I think there was more diesel exhaust fluid in here. Oh no, this is coolant.
Yeah.
We got our little something for everybody.
This is a mesh cowboy hat that I
Oh fuck yeah!
ordered
Oh.
from Party City.
That thing rocks.
I've become obsessed with door dashing kind of like insane things. I've door dashed hair bleach like 4 times. On tour, like sometimes once the van is situated and you've been driving all day, like you don't want to get back in the car. So like if you're in a city and you can DoorDash something, I love to see what's available. And I think this time I was trying to get pearls and they didn't have them, so all I got was these mesh cowboy hats, which I didn't really want. in
Which
the
we've
first
taken
place.
really, really good care of.
Yeah.
So
This is a bottle of Casamigos. I'm just gonna go ahead and just publicly announce this shit is trash. I don't know why this is the most popular tequila in the fucking country right now. It tastes like vanilla frosting. I don't understand. George Clooney, come at me, dog.
I think vanilla frosting tastes kind of good.
Second bench, we put our suitcases in usually so that they can just be taken out easily when we get to the hotel.
Oh, and right now it's wine storage for Spencer.
Oh yeah, we're doing a new series on this tour for TikTok where we surprise Spencer with some wines and he has to blind taste them. Spencer has a lot of wine knowledge, and so that's something you can check out on our TikTok.
Yes. Yes. He just failed the first test, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Whoa! I didn't do great, but I didn't do terribly. But
you did
there's
good.
a lot of room to improve. I will admit.
So now that this is not a sweat lodge, it is more functional. And on this tour, 2 to 3 people are usually sitting here. We have this nice pillow. We rented the van to another band and they left us this nice pillow. And it's beautiful and it smells only a little weird. And we have some very stale tortilla chips.
That's from
and
the first show.
first show.
That's from the
So they're
first show
gonna
of
be,
tour.
Big bag of socks. I think everyone on the tour left without socks.
Yeah.
And like all of us needed to go get them. Oh, here's a book.
Yeah.
That's what you were talking about?
Yeah, that's the book.
Cool. I don't know how to read, so. Some various snacks, crunchy. I think that's like an English thing.
Yeah.
My favorite, flake.
Flake is dope.
Flake is my favorite English candy.
Those are Roth's candied nuts.
Candied nuts from Nut Factory. Some sort of, is that humidifier?
For
guy?
voice?
I think there's a piece on the floor that goes
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
there's a piece on the floor. And I think it's like for your voice. Oh, I see this guy too. Somehow,
Yeah, probably like that.
like that.
yeah.
We have, oh look at this. Our old drum
Yeah, aww. We all drew that together at the first date of our Veruca Salt tour.
Yeah, it was our first like legit tour,
2015?
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
2015, and we showed up to the venue like 6 hours early because we didn't know any better, and we were literally sitting there for fucking ever before anyone was there, and we painted that and used this for many years.
To properly date that, I was doing homework in that green room. I was doing homework for college summer school.
I got some other cool stuff. I found some dance streamers. What is that from?
I think that's for Ralph, maybe.
That's for
They're
Rob.
really sick. That's awesome.
That's cool. Found, is this a gas canister?
Yeah.
Oh, it's full. That's cool. No, it's empty. It's never been used, in fact. It smells like nothing. Why is that here? I don't know.
You know?
Over here, there are some outlets, but we try not to use them because it makes a noise when they.
This noise is.
Concerning.
It's
Doesn't
concerning.
sound like a sound.
We've
that
never
you
really
can-
identified if it leads to anything bad happening, but sometimes we blame bad things happening. on
Nothing good
outlets.
can come of a sound like that.
Do you guys want to talk about the countdown on the van, the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it needs diesel exhaust fluid, and it does this thing where it says you have X number of starts left before the van won't start again. And there was a while where no matter how much diesel exhaust fluid we put in, it wouldn't register in the system. And so it would be like 13 starts left, 8 starts left. And then there was one time we pulled off at a gas station an hour outside of Columbus, and we knew we had 1 start left, and we used our last one, and we had to get gas. We had no choice. And we were like, all right, this is it. We pulled up to the gas station, and it locked us out. We had to take Ubers to the venue, and I don't remember what we did about it, but
This van has broken down a handful of times. In fact, the start of earlier in this tour, right as we were coming back to New York, it started smoking. And luckily, we were just a short drive to Sam's house in the Bronx. So we were able to take an Uber to his place, grab some cars, load up as much as we could. We left a couple amps and stuff, and some merch, but we got most of it there. I think as a band, we're very resourceful and able to deal with unfortunate problems. But yes, the van's health is currently an ongoing issue.
there's nothing cooler than pulling up to a venue in 2 passenger vehicles. It's really cool. It looks like your mom is taking you, and it's very sick.
No.
Here's where all the gear goes. We thought it would look nicer if it sort of was more of like a curtain vibe, so we custom ripped that down. Everything fits in here like crazy. I am usually the one to kind of Tetris the van, although Spencer and Dan definitely have their fair share of packs. I feel like sometimes I have like these masterful genius packs that are incredible, and sometimes I've like maybe had a little too much to drink at the show, and it is an absolute disaster, but you're already committed, so you throw everything on top, and then it avalanches on you the next day. But Spencer last night had a masterful pack that is actually game-changing, so we're going to implement that moving
Huge.
forward. But not
Does it
much
have
to
a
see.
new name?
We like to like pretend it's like we associate different countries with different packs. Like, oh, this is a Peruvian pack today, or a Lebanese, or something like that.
This is a Russian pack.
Russian
This is-
pack, and for no reason at all, just to make it fun.
Corresponds to nothing.
Make something really not fun, kind of fun. But yeah, that's that.
Thank you so much for coming to check out our van. We love it. Hope you loved it too. You can find us on Spotify. Listen to our new album, Forever. We're so proud of it and so excited for you to hear it. And you can find us at Charly Bliss everywhere, and charlybliss.com for tickets and everything. Come see us on
Come see
tour.
us on tour. We'd love to see you.